a 21-year-old girl faced an unexpected medical crisis that led her to a brief encounter with death. Contrary to typical experiences reported in such events, her journey beyond didn't align with our standard views of the afterlife. Instead, she discovered a reality so different, it compelled us to reconsider our assumptions about life after death. This narrative explores her profound experience and the insights it provides about what possibly lies beyond. A young woman, fresh into her 20s, found her usual routine disrupted by a sudden, severe medical event that halted her heart and breathing. Declared clinically dead for a short duration, her consciousness ventured into an experience seldom discussed in medical texts or stories. This wasn't about the urgency to save her or the chaos among those who witnessed her condition. It was about her serene journey during these critical moments. While her physical body remained unresponsive, her perception of existence began to shift. There were no tunnels or bright lights, no visages of past relatives to guide her. Instead, she encountered a vast calm, an existence that was boundless and solitary, offering a stark contrast to the commonly narrated experiences of warmth and reunion. Her experience was marked by an immense, engulfing peace that changed her understanding of life and death. This narrative looks into these introspective moments, highlighting a profound sense of being that transcends physical existence. In the depths of her near-death experience, the young woman encountered an environment that was completely alien to the common narratives of afterlife experiences. Here, there were no vivid landscapes or celestial meetings. Instead, she found herself in a place of profound silence and existential vastness. This was not a physical space, but a state of being that was entirely devoid of time and material constraints. She realized that her experience was not about seeing in the traditional sense. It was about perceiving and understanding. Her consciousness seemed to expand, absorbing insights about existence that are unattainable in the physical world. The focus here is on the feelings and realizations that flooded her as she existed in this state. Feelings of interconnectedness with all existence and an intuitive understanding of life's mysteries that words could barely describe. After what seemed an eternity in that expansive state, the girl felt herself being pulled back to the realm of the living. The return was as gentle as her departure, marked by a gradual awareness of her physical body and the sounds of the hospital room. As she opened her eyes, the vividness of her otherworldly experience started to fade, but the impact it had on her was indelible. Upon awakening, her first sensations were of disorientation and an overwhelming sense of awe. The memories of her journey lingered in her mind, vivid and commanding. She struggled to reconcile these memories with her familiar, everyday reality. The contrast between the two worlds was stark. The calm and expansive nature of her experience versus the clinical, confined setting of her hospital bed. Post-revival, the young woman experienced a profound shift in how she viewed her existence and the world around her. The insights gained during her near-death experience imparted a new perspective on life characterized by a deeper appreciation for the interconnectedness of all things. She began to see life as a part of a much larger, intricate tapestry of existence where every form of life was integral and purposeful. Her day-to-day life transformed significantly. She found herself more present in each moment, more aware of the life within and around her, and less concerned with trivial worries or material attachments. It avoids discussing specific actions or changes in behavior, focusing instead on the shift in her worldview and the internal changes that influence her thoughts and feelings. The young woman's story became one of quiet reflection and personal evolution. She no longer saw death as an end, but as a part of a continual cycle of existence, which eased the existential dread that many feel when considering their mortality. This transformation did not lead her to abandon her routine life, but enriched her engagement with it, allowing her to live with a sense of peace and fulfillment that was previously unattainable. As she shared her experience with others, reactions were mixed. While some were skeptical, dismissing her account as a hallucination or a stress response from her brain, others found her story deeply moving and thought-provoking. Her narrative challenged those around her to think beyond the physical world and consider the possibilities of what might lie beyond. It invited people to reflect on their beliefs and opened up conversations about the nature of consciousness and the universe. Despite varying responses, the primary focus here remains on the idea of opening minds to different possibilities and understanding, rather than convincing skeptics of the validity of her experience. In seeking to understand the young woman's unique near-death experience, various theories emerge, both scientific and spiritual. Scientists might explain her experiences through neurological responses to severe stress or oxygen deprivation to the brain during her clinical death. These explanations suggest that what she perceived as an expansive, otherworldly journey could have been the result of her brain constructing a complex but ultimately unreal experience. On the other hand, spiritual perspectives might offer a different interpretation, viewing her experience as genuine insight into the afterlife or a different dimension of existence. These viewpoints might argue that her consciousness accessed a part of reality that is not normally perceivable in a typical waking state, suggesting that her soul or spirit transcended her physical body to glimpse what lies beyond. The implications of her story extend beyond her personal changes and the theories it challenges. This experience invites a wider audience to reflect on their beliefs about death and the afterlife. It raises fundamental questions about what it means to be alive and what might come after. This narrative turn does not seek to provide definitive answers, but to stimulate thought and discussion. It underscores the mystery and complexity of human consciousness and the perennial human quest to understand what happens after death. We reflect on the profound impact such stories can have on our understanding of life and death. Her experience invites us to consider the possibility that what we perceive as reality is only a fraction of a much broader, more complex existence. This story, like many others of its kind, serves as a reminder of the vast unknowns that still exist in our understanding of human consciousness and the mysteries of life. It challenges us to remain open to exploring these unknowns with curiosity rather than fear, and to engage in conversations that broaden our perspectives and deepen our understanding of the human experience. We invite you to reflect on their beliefs and the nature of their own existence. It poses questions rather than answers. What do you believe happens after death? How do these beliefs affect the way you live your life? Are you open to the possibility that there might be more to life and death than what you currently comprehend? This invitation is not just a rhetorical closure, but a genuine prompt for viewers to explore these questions in their lives. By maintaining a straightforward and professional tone, it ensures that the storytelling is accessible and relatable, allowing viewers from various backgrounds to engage with the content meaningfully. This approach fosters a thoughtful dialogue, both internally among viewers and externally in broader discussions, continuing the conversation long after the video ends.